The old Victorian house loomed over them, dark and menacing. It stood at the edge of town, shrouded in whispers and shadows. Locals claimed it was haunted, a place where the living dared not tread. Not these friends. They were young, fearless, and fueled by teenage bravado. Mark, the bold one, dared them all to spend the night. "Scared?" he challenged, his voice dripping with mock innocence. "No way," retorted Emily, trying to sound brave. Her heart pounded in her chest, betraying her true feelings. The others, Jake and Sophia, nervously echoed her sentiment. The dare was set. As twilight surrendered to darkness, they approached the house. The iron gate creaked open with a groan, as if warning them to turn back. They stepped onto the overgrown path, each footstep crunching on fallen leaves, the sound amplified in the stillness. A cold wind howled through the trees, whispering tales of the house's grim past. Stories of a family murdered within its walls, their souls trapped forever. The friends exchanged uneasy glances, their earlier confidence waning with the setting sun. The front door, heavy and imposing, creaked open as if inviting them into its sinister embrace. The smell of decay hit them, a musty odour of time and neglect. It was the smell of forgotten memories and unspeakable horrors. Inside, cobwebs hung like macabre decorations from every corner. Dust lay thick on the furniture, undisturbed for years. A single flickering light bulb cast long, dancing shadows on the walls, creating the illusion of movement. A sudden crash from upstairs made them jump. "What was that?" whispered Sophia, her voice trembling. Mark, trying to mask his own fear, chuckled nervously. "Probably just a raccoon," he said, his voice lacking conviction. They cautiously made their way through the house, each room filled with an eerie silence broken only by the sound of their own breathing. The air grew heavy, thick with anticipation. They felt it then, a presence, cold and unseen, watching their every move. Section 4. The scratching sound. They reached the top of the grand staircase, its once elegant banister now covered in dust and decay. A low scratching sound emanated from behind a locked door at the end of the hallway. It was a rhythmic rasping like claws on wood. "What is that?" Emily whispered, her eyes wide with terror. Mark, his bravado now gone, shook his head. "I don't know," he admitted, his voice barely above a whisper. The scratching grew louder, more insistent. Curiosity warred with fear. What was behind that door? What secrets did it hold? Drawn by an unknown force, they slowly approached the door. The scratching stopped. Section 5. Into the abyss. Mark tried the doorknob. Locked. He gave it a push. Nothing. He threw his weight against it, and the door burst open, revealing a dark, gaping maw. The scratching began again, this time from below. The basement stairs creaked ominously as they descended. The air grew colder, the darkness more profound. The only light came from their flashlights, cutting through the gloom like fragile beams of hope. Each step seemed to take them further into the heart of the house's darkness. The scratching sound grew louder, accompanied by a low, guttural growl that sent shivers down their spines. Section 6. Don't look back. Suddenly, a figure darted past them, a fleeting shadow at the edge of their flashlight beams. Emily screamed, her voice echoing through the darkness. They turned to run, scrambling back up the stairs, their fear lending them speed. But as they reached the top, the door slammed shut. They were trapped. And then they saw it. A ghostly figure, pale and translucent, with eyes that burned with a cold, otherworldly fire. The figure reached out, its touch icy cold, and Emily vanished with a scream. The others, paralyzed with terror, could only watch in horror. They had been wrong to tempt fate. The house had claimed its prize. The house remained silent, the only sound the pounding of their hearts as they fled into the night, the chilling memory of Emily's disappearance forever etched in their minds. The house, with its secrets and its sorrows, had swallowed her whole, leaving behind an unsolved mystery and an echoing silence.